Here's my page so far. I've just completed by recoloring our origami bird, our logo for this page. And got the images there. The last thing in the instructions is to once again change the font. The title, change your font to Alegreya. And it says, it's a one-step instruction, using the knowledge you've gained in projects 2 and 3, change the font to Alegreya using Google Fonts. Be sure to load the 3 needed font files. And what are those? Regular italic, and bold. And use the correct font stack as provided by Google. And then this also keep any font style and font weight properties that already exist in your CSS. So what that means is we're going to be changing 2 things: the link line in our index.html and our font family declaration using the font stack that Google provides us. And that CSS rule that we need to change is in the body element declaration at the top of styles.css. So I'm going to open a new tab and go to fonts.google.com, and there it is for me already. Find Alegreya. And be sure not to pick Alegreya Sans. What we want is the plain Alegreya. If you look at this side by side, you'll notice that this is a serif font and this is a sans serif font. So Alegreya is the one that I want. I'll go ahead and select this font, open this up, and there's my link, but I'm not ready to copy it yet. I have to customize. By default, I get regular 400. I'm going to add regular 400 italic and also bold. When I come back to embed, there's the link that I want to use along with the font family declaration. So I'll copy the link first, go into VS Code, go into index.html. Here's the link that is currently loading Fira Sans. I'm going to carefully remove that whole line, and then I'm going to paste in the new one, making sure that nothing turned red when I did that. So I can save that file, knowing that I also have to go into styles.css and change this font family declaration. So here it is here. Copy that. Carefully remove this line and paste. So you notice when I removed that file, it said Fira Sans, and it was a sans serif. So we're changing now to a serif file. Both of these files have now been changed. If I go to live server, this is live server, I definitely have a serif font for all of this text. And I can tell, you can see again, looking at the A, this A up here in the italic font is totally different than the A in the regular font. So we know for sure that this is an actual font file that was loaded from that link. Okay. Everything looks right in Live Server. I have nothing in red. I can go ahead and close those. Open the Git icon. Change font to Alegreya. And if I want to be more technical, as we're finding out when we're studying actual fonts, the word is not font, but typeface or font family. Let me actually write font family, because that's more the web developer word or phrase for what we're doing. Okay, check mark that and push. Give it time to go. There it goes. Come back up. Refresh GitHub. Change font family to Alegreya. And come over to the deployed site on Netlify. Refresh. There it is. And I've already got my two validators open. So I'm going to go ahead and copy this URL and just go ahead and do the validation. Okay, no errors there. Come back and for the CSS validator, copy that or paste that in there, check it, and no errors there. So at this point, I actually dropped into the finish up. I committed and pushed all of my changes. I verified that the site is deployed on Netlify using the correct site name. And I've done my HTML and CSS validation, which at this point, everyone should be making sure that you do that, because the penalty of having a site that does not validate is fairly severe at this point. So with that, just revisit the Netlify site is a finished project 4.